Welcome, ladies, D-gents, Wall Street babies, all you Chads, Brads, Sophias, whatever your names are out there. Welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be checking out none other than Wall Street Baby, taking a look and seeing if this thing is indeed the real WSB. Is meme season still here? Is it here to stay? Or is it going to go soon? Let's answer these questions and more. Let's get into it, baby. Welcome back, everyone. Diving right into the DEX tools on Wall Street, baby. Let's take a look at some of the meme mementos of this token. Is this thing going to be sticking around? I have to answer that by my opinion saying yes. I think it will stick around. Obviously, I like to do videos on tokens that I think are going to have longevity. Even some of these memes, guys. So let's get into some of the technicals on this thing. This thing was pretty exciting. I've been wanting to do a video on this coin for over a week or two now. Sorry, I haven't been able to bring it to you. Life's been a little chaotic, but we're not going to talk about that right now. We'll talk about the Wall Street Baby. So as you guys can see, it's coming in at a very healthy DEX score on DEX Tools, 99. Also, it's getting a nice little pump here off the bottom. If we pull up the hourly chart, you can see, let me zoom that out a little bit. You can see we're getting some nice healthy green candlesticks right here. So it looks like there is a little bit of reignition here off of all the memes kind of dropped off in the last week or so. So everything pumped and everything's having a cool off period. So to answer the question, is meme season still around? I think it is, because a lot of people are not expecting it to be, but I've seen coins that are launching and pumping left and right, 10x, 20x, 30x, even as much as 50x on the first day. So I think there is still a lot of excitement here in the space. As you can see, this big, nice green candlestick coming in. This doesn't really do it justice, but you can see it's up 42% today on the variance. This is probably a 50% pump right here. Almost 100% pump, actually, probably closer to a 70% pump just in the last hour and a half alone. So this thing is absolutely ripping off of its floor price right now. It's coming in at just a $6.8 million cap as we're filming this video. It's got plenty of liquidity, 751,000. Nice volume coming in as well at $1 million in volume. So these guys are doing something pretty interesting right now too. If you go over to their Twitter, you're going to check out and see that they're actually they're trying to break a world record, basically. They're doing a live, right here, world record longest Twitter space, 420 hours. Talk about the D-gens in the space. Loving these numbers, the 420 numbers. So these guys are doing big things. These guys have been noted from multiple sources that the people from the Wall Street Bets community, a couple of the guys are behind this, so that's really exciting to see. I think it's bringing some new blood into the space. If you go through their Twitter, they are very active on a daily basis. They got all kinds of stuff going on. They got a great logo. We'll get into that in a second, how that was born from TED Talks and how they're going to support that. But this thing has not been out very long at all. Just a couple weeks here. They already have 17.9 thousand followers. This thing is booming, baby. I believe on their holders, on their Ether scan, they have over 5,800 holders. If we come over here and look at the contract, we can see the owner is renounced. So that's a renounced contract, guys. Anytime you see this 0x00000, that's a renounced contract. And just to take it one step further, obviously we're going to see here under all this stuff, it looks pretty good. Just because it has blacklisted and some of the stuff, they can't edit the contract now that the contract's been renounced. But sometimes that's just by default, those things go in there if they see like a scammer or someone or a bot they want to ban. But obviously with the contract being renounced, it doesn't really matter. They can't really blacklist any wallets. But I did want to take it one step further because I did actually get scammed the other day by a token, and I want to show you guys how to basically look at these contracts. I'll get back to the video here in a second, but if you come in here and search lock under the contract, you see how it's got nothing matching. When you search lock under one of these contracts, you'll oftentimes see some sketchy text in there. It's going to say something like buy, liquefy, lock. Like, you'll see some sketchy stuff in there. It's not hard to recognize, but just search the contract for lock, and that's basically how they can lock up, you know, code in the contract and, you know, lock you out of basically selling your tokens and being a honeypot. Anyhow, let's get back to the Wall Street babies. So they are on CoinGecko. Again, their cap's coming in at 6.6 million and plenty of volume. They are listed on some centralized exchanges as well, Mexc Global. So nice healthy volume coming in on all these exchanges. You know, there's plenty of excitement around this coin, and I'd say it being, you know, kind of at a low, like I said, we're kind of at a floor price. If we zoom out and we see the 4 hour and we kind of put this in perspective, there's that big W formation I always look for in trading. Looks like we're kind of making one, but as you can see, in the grand scheme of things, we are way down from the all-time highs. So when the meme season kind of kicks back up again on some of these tokens that people are going to 50, 100x some other tokens, you're going to see a windfall pour into some of these tokens. So just be ready, be early, you know, be patient. That's you know, again, nothing I say on my channel is ever financial advice, but that's my plan, is to, you know, hop into some of these things around these time frames when, you know, they are having a nice little bounce off the floor and not everybody is talking about them. Everybody's talking about all the new stuff that launches. So, you know, just be wary of some of that stuff. It can pump fast and it can dump real fast too. Anyways, let's get into their website. This is a great website. These guys have, you know, just a great narrative going for them. They have all kinds of community around them. I think with their 5,800 holders, you saw on Etherscan, there's also like 5,800 people in their Telegram. Super active. Go get in those chats, go get active. You got some fun memes rolling around there. So definitely a great community. But just to break down this website a little bit, as you can see, it's not a cookie cutter, slap and paste. They have some real stuff moving in here. It's not just something that, you know, a kid could put together. So overall, it looks really well built. It looks clean, and that's always something I look for in crypto. Is I try to look at websites that, you know, are just not just a flat WordPress site with no moving parts to it, so to say. You know, they took their time, they did it right. So Wall Street Baby is a meme coin by and for the Wall Street Bets community. The original Wall Street Bets logo was created for educational purposes by a third party and later used in infamous Wall Street Bets Reddit page. WSB is here to honor their creativity and everlasting memes. So that's kind of what they're all about. You guys can come in here and watch this video on your own time. Trying to keep these videos relatively short. Where they're going, the designer had one question in mind when they created the baby in that video. That would be a 2-foot tall modern ape lookalike. We have reserved 1% of the token for this visionary. So that was pretty cool too. And then they're also going to do pay it forward. The popular YouTube channel Ted Ed will be happy to hear that we took them up on their offer. We reserve 5% of the total supply for educational nonprofit to claim at their earliest convenience. So again, you know, just being a meme coin, there isn't like a ton of utility here, but they are driving a community, and that's kind of what matters, folks, is communities right now. Either you have the community and then you kind of build out the utility later, or you have the utility and you build out the community. So that's kind of how these projects in crypto work. I think we looked at their tokenomics. Where was it at? Well, they just updated their website actually, so it was on here. I'm sure we can find it on, it's going to take us to Dex Tools. I'm sure we can find it on here, the holders. Yeah, so they actually burned 30% of their tokens too, which is amazing. So their supply is 100,000, 100 trillion it looks like, but they burned 30% of that. So it's really only like, you know, 70 trillion. So very, very cool to see that they're doing that. There's their TED Ed that they talked about and a SIG, and then there's their exchanges, and then everything else looks like it was burned as well. The LP was thrown away. Anyway, so super safe. Obviously it's coming in at a strong DEX score. Yeah, this thing's pumping as we speak, guys. I don't know what you guys are gonna do. You're gonna sit on the sidelines, you're gonna go after this stuff, you know, make some gold. Tell me what you guys are thinking. Also, if you guys are liking some of the content I put out, kindly ask you like and sub. You know, always helps me out. Small guy over here just trying to make it. So yeah, hopefully you guys like the review. Let's dive into a little bit of Bitcoin now. So that's all I got really for Wall Street Baby. Just want to tell you guys they're breaking a Guinness Book of World Record, which is kind of like breaking news because they just started it with the Twitter, like I showed you guys earlier. So that was pretty cool to see. They're hoping to get Elon's attention and whatnot. But yeah, let's wrap up the rest of Wall Street Baby, and we'll just take a look at Bitcoin real quick and finish up this video. So the Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index is sitting at a 51. If we go to Live Coin Watch, let's see. Oh, there it is. Sorry. All right, Live Coin. We'll pull up the Bitcoin chart here for a second. Let's look at the 90-day. We did have a little bit of retracement recently in the last 30 days, so we were kind of hovering around these levels and we broke down. So I know a lot of people are expecting it to pull down more, but that's not always what Bitcoin wants to do. What everybody thinks it's going to do is not always what it's going to do. I'm always bullish. Obviously, I always want to see it go higher. Do I think it could break down a little bit more? Yeah, and come back down to maybe 25 or 26. On this 30-day chart, sure, but do I think it's going to come all the way back down on the 90 around the 20 to 23 range, which a lot of people are calling for? Nothing's impossible, but likely we're going to make a new higher low in Bitcoin. So if it does come down, it won't come down too much, but that would be a great buying opportunity for you guys. So, you know, Fear and Greed Index looking very healthy at a 51, definitely a good time to be averaging in. And then this is something I wanted to point out too, was the Bitcoin miner difficulty right now. It is skyrocketing through the roof. So I think it's just a matter of time here in the coming probably quarter 3 or quarter 4, you know, in the next 6 to 8 months of the year. And then obviously in 2024 with the halving coming around the corner, you guys are going to see another parabolic move in Bitcoin. Thanks again everyone for stopping by to the channel. Hopefully you enjoyed the content. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share your thoughts down there and tell me what you guys are doing. Are you buying some of this token? Are you grabbing a couple bags? Are you sitting on the sidelines? Where do you guys think this market's going in the short term? Obviously in the long term, we know it's bullish. These 4-year cycles cannot be denied. Anyways, always great to have you guys here. I love doing these videos. I love crypto. So to all my peeps out there, stay fresh. Peace out.